What is up, everybody? It's your boy Diablo $, back here with another banger of a video for you guys on the channel. And today, well, I seen a video that really got me thinking about how fucked up the entertainment industry is, and in specific, how fucked up the people in the entertainment industry are. Now, I've seen two videos today, just today. The first one was of a gangster rapper who got sentenced to 4 years in prison. And this is becoming more and more common. You see it with Lil Durk, you've seen it with Young Thug, you've seen it with so many rappers, and it's actually very disgusting what these people are able to get away with just because they're famous. And some of them don't get away with it, granted. I believe Lil Durk is on trial for murder, but so long as you don't murder or rape someone and you're not a Lil Durk or a Diddy, chances are you're most likely gonna get away with it if you have some kind of money. And let's use Lil Durk as an example, shall we? Someone with a following like Lil Durk has, with the stuff that he's rapping about, which is, for the most part, all about killing people and gang banging and stuff like that, I feel like there is a fine line there where you start to build a generation of people who listen to your music and you start making them think that gang banging is okay or even preferable to getting a normal job. It's certainly easier than getting a normal job, though I wouldn't say it's preferable or that I would recommend it. I think one of my favorite artists right now, one of my favorite rappers, rather, is someone called Duran the Rapper. And he made a song, and one of the lyrics in the songs being, "If you've been in the game for 10 years or more and you ain't ever been caught, you're an informant." And I think that pretty much lets you know what you're expecting in that lifestyle. That pretty much shows you the dark side of it, whereas you have artists like Lil Durk and Polo G was doing it really heavy, and other artists like that rapping about this stuff, and they're glorifying it. They're not, saying don't do this or rapping because this is the experience they had. No, they're borderline glorifying what they're talking about. They're talking about it in a happy light, and they're talking about it as if it's something they would recommend for children to go out and do. Now, I know artistic expression does exist, alright, but I feel like this is going beyond that, especially when you start taking these artists that rap with a audibly pleasing melodic tone, okay? Gangster rap used to be in your face, loud, and just, it had a certain audience it was made for, right? And it was gangbangers, people that already ran the streets and sold drugs and killed people. But now we're at a point where people are putting a pleasing melodic tone to it, and all these kids are listening to it and going, "Wow, crack? I should try that. And I know that because that was fucking me, dude." Now, I will say, it's not the only thing, I don't think, that will make someone turn to a street life. What I will say, though, is I listened to Juice WRLD for a long time. I still do. But I listened to Juice WRLD, or at least started listening to Juice WRLD, when I was probably 15. When I was 16, I tried weed for the first time, and I have that story time up on the channel if you want to check it out. But a mixture of those two things and some mental health issues that came up, I went to Percocets. I went to Oxys. I went to just opiates in general, and then I overdosed from it, right? So I think that's a perfect example of sort of what can be expected if you go along with the lifestyle that these people are rapping about and putting in their music. Now, I'm not trying to say that some people don't have stronger wills than other people, because that is certainly true. I'm sure there is a population that listen to this type of music and never do anything wrong, and they just enjoy Lil Durk's music, or they enjoy Polo G's music, or whatever the case may be, right? But there is certainly a large population of people on this planet that are just, and as much as I hate to say it, weak-willed and at sometimes just fucking stupid. And I feel like this music, when they hear it, they feel like, man, bro, I should go out and try this, dude. This sounds like something I could get into, bro. Like, I need some money. Now, the next group of people I'm going to be talking about can be found in just about any business, okay? They can be found in sports, music, acting, and especially in any one of your local businesses, okay? And the people that I'm talking about are the ones that get a little bit excited when they see the opposite sex, okay? They get a little bit hands-on. Yes, that's right. They like to fuck. Okay, to put it bluntly, that's pretty much what I'm getting at here, but I feel like a lot of people now, that by itself isn't wrong, but a lot of people nowadays have no morals with what they do. They'll have sex with someone's girlfriend, with someone's wife, with someone's fucking little ass kid, right? If you want to talk about a Diddy type of situation, but we're not talking about that, even though that is very, very fucked up. I'm not going to go into that right now. Right now, I'm just talking about normal sexually deviant people. Now, that same lack of morals, unfortunately, goes into the original topic I was talking about too. Gangbangers also used to have a certain degree of morals. Don't believe me? Okay, let me ask a question to any OGs that might be watching this video. Back in your prime, if like a 12, 13-year-old kid came up to you and asked to buy a bag of heroin, I don't care if they had the money or not, would you sell it to him? Okay, now let me ask that same question to the newer gangsters on the street. If a 13, 14-year-old kid comes up to you on the street, even 12, whatever the case may be, and they ask to buy a bag of fentanyl from you, you're probably going to sell it to them, aren't you? Because you want that money. You don't care who it is as long as you get that payday, right? So I'm not saying that that is inherently bad, but what the fuck am I saying? Yes, I am. Fuck you guys. Now, I get that everyone needs to make money, and I get that a majority of Americans are struggling right now. That is no excuse to lay aside your moral values and sell drugs to a 12-year-old kid or have sex with someone's wife. I don't care if she comes on to you, bro. You fucking say no. Just because you have a penis doesn't mean you don't have the power to say fuck no, bro. I'm not gonna have sex with you, okay? You're married. I don't know who the fuck your husband is. He could beat my ass, and even if he doesn't, on the off chance that he doesn't beat my ass, I'm still not gonna do that. You know why? Because that's fucking wrong, okay? That's something you just don't do. But that's something that people are fucking doing nowadays, and it's been going on for a while now, but you hear about it more and more. I just heard about a football player by the name of Steve Smith who went out and had sex with some dude's wife in the fucking gym locker room or something like that, and then sent a bunch of sexually charged messages back and forth, okay? That's not okay. That's not okay for me to do. That's not okay for you to do. And that's certainly not okay for someone with money and influence to do. Speaking of money and influence, Sean Diddy fucking Combs, okay? This man, I would say, has to be one of the most evil fucking people in the entertainment industry, okay? And people like him too. I think DJ Academics was thrown on that list. Now, I could be wrong. I don't want this to be defamatory towards anyone, so I'm not 100% sure on that, but people like Diddy, okay? People that diddle little kids, okay? And I feel like it's becoming more and more common in today's day and age, okay? I scroll through YouTube and all I fucking see is videos of teachers having sex with children, or random dudes going to some 14-year-old girl's house to have sex, or even like family relationships, bro. And all of this shit is just, it's, what's the word I'm looking for? fucking disgusting, okay? This is stuff that shouldn't be happening, right? This is stuff that in a perfect world, no one would be diddling children, no one would be gang banging, there wouldn't be drugs to begin with, and for fuck's sake, we wouldn't have sexually deviant people. But unfortunately, we live in a world where all of this is true, and we have to deal with all of this. And I hate to say it, bro. I hate to be the one that has to say it, but I feel like until we make a change of some sort to make these people pay for what they're doing, and in some cases we are, but here's my thoughts on the thing, right? You kill someone, or you rape someone, you should be killed. Okay, whether that be an adult or a child, you should have the death penalty, okay? Firing squad, beheading, hanging, whatever you want to do, it should be your choice, but one way or another, you should have to die, and it shouldn't be years and years on death row and then death. No, now you have the opportunity to die on your own. No, I want immediate. Take them out behind the courthouse and have the firing squad ready, or have the rope ready, or have the fucking guillotine ready, and get the guy done, okay? Once he's convicted, there shouldn't be room for appeal, okay? There shouldn't be room to prove their innocence unless there was some kind of inconsistency with the evidence. In that case, they should be put on death row. But if the case is open and close, and it's just for sure 100% them, no, take them out behind the fucking courthouse, bro. Those people don't deserve to live for another second. They don't deserve to be on death row. That's like almost a luxury, okay? They get their last meal, they get a stable place to live for years and years and years, could be upwards to 20 to 30, maybe even 40 years. Most of the people on death row are old as shit, and then when they finally do get killed, it's almost like, oh my god, thank god I'm done with this shit. But that shouldn't be the case, bro. I feel like in a situation like that, you shouldn't have all the amenities that being free in the US provides you. You should be brought out behind the courthouse, there should be a public execution, and the general public should be able to watch this motherfucker go down as a way of, you know, closure for the victims, as a way of having closure for the public of knowing that this motherfucker's gone forever, and then don't have a burial for him, bro. Cremate that fucking body and drop the ashes in the ocean. The reason I say that is a tomb and a headstone is a luxury that these people don't deserve. It just gives a place for people to go and go, wow, this guy diddled children, or this guy murdered someone, and they are now able to repeat that offense. But once you throw the ashes in the ocean after cremating them, that you no longer have that. After a generation or two, their name's gonna be out of sight, out of mind, and the generational repetitive flow of things is going to stop. Boom, just like that. So with all that being said, there's my views on what should happen to serious criminals, whether that be gang lords or whatever the case is. Don't put them in Guantanamo Bay. Don't put them in a supermax. Fucking kill them, and then they're dead. They're gone. You don't have the issues anymore. You don't have a problem with a potential escape, even though that is very unlikely at this point. You don't have any sort of, I guess, risk of them getting back onto the street and harming more people. With all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this style of video. If you did, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and all that fun stuff, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.